You are listening to Breakfast with Tiffany with your host, Tyffanie Morgan.
That's right, sweet peas, it's me. Bum. Bum. Well, hello, my little sweet peas, my little love muffins from all around the big blue world. This is your hostess, Miss Tyffanie Morgan, calling to you live from Kingston, Ontario, Canada, the home of limestone and the home to me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan. And also, I think it's, 5 or 6 active cases of COVID-19. We're doing pretty good here in Kingston, I think. We're doing pretty good. I call that a small victory right there. I call it a small victory. Some people be like, oh, no, they were. No. We're doing pretty good. And as far as I know, no hospitalizations. Cross fingers, pray on that. Good morning, lovely. Good morning. I'm like, sorry, I'm acting a little surprised that someone's actually watching. I have no script today. No script whatsoever. I have no idea what I'm going to say today. I was busy actually working this morning. Like, can you imagine that? Like, you know, you're paid 8 hours to work every day and you're actually going to focus on work? What's that all about? So, yeah, I haven't prepared that much, but we can talk about, yeah, exactly, and fingers crossed, exactly. But I am going to be the optimist. I'm going to be the optimist when it comes to Kingston and COVID-19 outbreak. So, you know, all the best. Hopefully, no hospitalizations or ventilators or anything like that. But yeah, let's just get into things. So I was chatting on my Facebook this morning. One thing I wasn't chatting about was my furnace. So you may have seen, if you follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, that I had turned the furnace on for the first time yesterday. And that was mostly just to test it and stuff like that. And guess what? Something's not right. Something's not right with the furnace. And it's probably a good thing that I'm learning that out now. For some reason, the fan doesn't turn off. So once the room got nice and warm at 20 degrees Celsius, as opposed to the 17 or 18 degrees Celsius that the house was at that point. So the heat went on, and then the heat turned off. But the fan kept running. And I have no idea what's causing that issue. So I've played around with the thermostat. There's no like switch or anything on the actual furnace itself. So I played around with. I thought it might have been the thermostat, so I played around with that quite a bit. I've just replaced the battery, so we'll test it again. The only way for me to turn the furnace off is to just undo the fuse, pull the fuse out. And yeah, I have fuses, not circuit breaker. This old house, she ain't what she used to be, Should set it to a sensible 74. I have no idea what that means in Celsius because I am a metric baby. I was born in the metric system. It took me forever to figure out, feet and inches. I swear this is 12 centimeters. What is 12 centimeters? You know what I mean? I think a 74, that's a good temperature, I think. That's a good, room temperature, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I don't really know that much. Convert it to Celsius for me, would you? But I do, it's going to be interesting. Girl didn't get the joke. Morning, lovely. What's going on here? I'm looking at the chats, by the way. So Ian's like, girl didn't get the joke. Morning, lovely. No, I don't get the joke. Anyway, completely lost. But it's going to be interesting working from home in the winter because the thermostat. So I bought a lovely electronic thermostat that has calculations and stuff. 74 is 20. That is way too warm, Jazz. 23 degrees Celsius. My word. So let me talk about it. So my thermostat is one of those programmable ones. So I programmed it so that it would go cool at night when I'm in bed and also cool during the day when I'm at work. And that is a great way to save on energy costs. A great way to save on energy costs. But what am I going to do when I'm here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Like, obviously, the evenings, I can still bring it down. Like, have the duvet up around your head, right? I can do that. But during the day, I don't want to be freezing while I'm on the typewriter. Apparently, Jujubee likes it hot. Likes it hot. Ay caliente. But yeah, so I'll play around with the furnace a bit more with the thermostat mostly, not actual furnace. Although someone did try to teach me how to vacuum the inside of it at one point, and that may have been forgotten. YouTube, I'm sure there's a YouTube video for that. But also, yeah, I was having some problems sleeping last night. Sometimes I don't know why it is now that I'm here that something will get stuck in your head and your mind will go racing and you cannot get to sleep. It is something that's plagued me for the last couple of years. Something be stuck in my head. I'll be thinking about something and then I can't get to sleep. And quite regularly, I'll listen to some sort of background music that will help me lull myself to sleep. But with the head racing, it's just impossible. And the only way I can get away from that is either drugs and alcohol or turning the TV on. So I turned last night to drugs and alcohol. And when I say drugs and alcohol, I mean an ibuprofen and a shot of vodka and in a lovely tall glass of sugary water and turned the TV on to some BBC and but of course that's in my living room on the couch. But I was fast asleep within 20 minutes or so, something like that. So I gotta figure out some way to do that in the actual bed though, because the bed is much better for me. My gosh, do you wake up like sleeping on the couch? Do you wake up with your like shoulders cramped, legs cramped? It's just sometimes the couch, even though it's beautiful and lovely and comfortable and stuff, sometimes it's just not as comfortable. You know what I mean? It's not as comfortable as a bed. But anyway, I chit chat. I go on and on and on. My gosh, I have so many people chatting here today. So, hello, Alan. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Ian. Hello, Jazz. All right, let's take a little sneak peek at my garden. Oh, yeah, it's not even 30 yet, and the couch turns me into my crown. Yes, couches do that. Couches do that, and cold temperatures do that to me now too. Like when we're in the depths of winter and stuff, my joints will just be